I am here with Orlando, and I'm excited because Orlando was one of the first kind of founding members, if you like, of Viral Converters. And yeah, we met back in December last year, but she is an amazing person. What she's built product wise is also amazing, very authentic. That actually did a lot of the hard work. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on, speak to Orlando, and yeah, Orlando, why don't you quickly tell everyone like who you are and what you've been up to?
Yeah, so my name's Orlando Bettison, and our brand is kind of My Books, which is sort of like an educational pictures for children supporting mental health. And sort of that I kind of came to bit of my online and marketing journey with very little direction. And I think I messaged you out of the blue, Nick, saying help, basically. I don't know exactly what I'm doing or where I'm going, and I just need a bit of guidance. Yeah, so that's, I think, how we first kind of met.
Yeah, amazing, because I think when you first kind of, you sent me a message and just said, you just laid it all out, and you and a few other people have done this, and it's so effective when people do that. You just said, this is what I've come up with, like I've created this product. I could tell even looking at it, like it was really, really good. You weren't just selling crap. But yeah, you were at, I think it was maybe 450 followers, something like that. And yeah, you decided to like come inside the Viral Converter community, which is really, really cool. And I mean, we could talk about so much stuff, but one thing I think is super important to say to everyone is what Orlando has created is so, so good. And the product is very authentic to her and the journey you've been on as a mother, as a teacher. That did a lot of the hard work. Okay. And Orlando went and did other things away from kind of what we spoke about. But I helped Orlando get into kind of the content marketing side. And Orlando, I thought it might be cool to talk about like maybe the first video that popped off for you organically. Like, do you remember which video that was and what happened?
Yeah, so I do. I think I recall it being, I guess before I had kind of joined the community, it was very hit and miss, and I was kind of trying lots of different things without any clear direction. Whereas after joining and talking with Nick and the group, I kind of understood more what a good video is and who I'm trying to target, and you know, who my audience is and what's the message I'm trying to give. So I remember it being a video about the difference between anxiety disorders and anxiety as a feeling. And I had sort of a visual metaphor where I was kind of putting these rocks in a cup of water, different size rocks. And yeah, I think we had some conversations, Nick, about using visual metaphors to kind of communicate a message. And I think that was kind of the first video that did well, particularly well, that not only kind of brought in engagement, but did bring, you know, some new followers, some good conversations, some legitimacy to the brand in that it was understanding and building an understanding for people in a way that was accessible. So yeah, I think that one was definitely the first video that kind of, yeah, helped me on my way.
Yeah. So before coming in, the highest viewed video you got was maybe 5,000 views. Do you think it was?
Yeah.
Maybe something like that. Yeah. What's been the highest organic view video you've had since?
Oh gosh, I'd have to go back through my numbers, but definitely like a couple of 100K. Yeah. For some of those kind of short, sharp, engaging clips. And that was something that we tweaked over time. And that you kind of, I think a lot of us, when we're trying to teach people things, we create videos that have more content and we think more is better. But really, I think often it's peeling it back to the fundamentals. And that's what is engaging. And that's definitely something I learned from the community and from Nick.
Yeah. I think what was really fun was like digging into I mean, you like psychology yourself. I obviously do, but digging into the kind of reason why behind videos. Like when you start to look at the videos that have done well and the amount of time that was watched against how long the actual video was, I remember that being a kind of huge unlock. So since we kind of started, it's been 7 months now. Do you remember the moment where you were like, oh shit, like this is actually working? You obviously work full time as well.
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah. I think it started kind of, I remember I messaged you saying, oh my gosh, we've had our first $1,000 day. And that was kind of that jump in engagement and real world kind of, the books were out there and it felt very real. Yeah, and I just think that people were coming in more organically, and there were a lot of leads to the website from organic content and people that were coming because of the messages, I suppose, that I was able to get through good content. And I guess that's what good content does. It enables you to share a message clearly. And so, yeah, I think that day was definitely like, oh yeah, I'm onto something here. It's working.
Yeah, and because like for every reel, when to see you as a person, they then buy into that, which was super easy because, well, you're you and the product you built obviously made loads of sense, but it was amazing to see that. And where you'll go, where you'll end up with this, I think is going to be absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's been amazing, just like that, you know, kind of like heartfelt message you sent when you first reached out, like, oh, can I have a little bit of help, to see someone develop like you have. It's just been like amazing. So credit to you. This is the other thing, like any kind of community or program that people try and convince you to kind of get inside, you're going to have to be the one that does the work. And they can give you the tools if they know what they're talking about, but it is going to be you. And Orlando's an example of that. The last thing I'll ask, which I just think will be helpful, if someone's watching this and they feel kind of like stuck with their content and they're lacking self-belief, what would you maybe say to them that you would have said to yourself about what has helped you find your success?
I think having an understanding of why, and I think that's why I particularly liked the community and what you offered, is it's not just kind of like here are some resources, here are some hooks, go and apply it. For me, it's understanding why and understanding the bigger picture behind it. So it's kind of equipping you with knowledge that you can then apply, not just in your content, in your ads, in your just how you engage with people. So it's a much bigger picture. So I think having an understanding of how it works and what you're doing and what you're aiming for is so helpful. And that's definitely helped me on my journey.
Amazing. Well, Orlando, I don't want to take up too much of your time because, yeah, I know how busy you are and you kind of fit this in. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you. And, yeah, we'll chat again very soon.
Yeah, thank you as well. It's been awesome.
You're very welcome.